Right, so I am here with Sandra Solano. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
Of course. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you made your way to the Southwest Florida area.
Yes, for everyone, my name is Sandra Solano. I am a family medicine physician. I came straight from residency in New York City. I was doing my training in St. Joseph's Medical Center, and then when it was my time to find a job, I was looking for paradise, and I found it. I am originally from Puerto Rico. It's hot all year round, so it was definitely important for me to find someone, someplace warm and similar to home. And
how did you find Naples? Did you visit Naples prior or have family here?
It was sort of a recruitment process. The Lee Health Hospital System contacted me, and I came down here for an interview. And it just happened that my cousin lives here in Naples, and she was living here already. So it was a wonderful coincidence that I found a job down here and that I had family close by too.
Right. And very exciting news, you're starting your own practice.
That's right.
Soon.
Super exciting. I can't wait. This is already in the process. I'm recruiting patients now, right? I'm open for new patients. It's going to be a wonderful blend of holistic and conventional medicine. It is located now at Airport Pulling Road and Vanderbilt, Wellness Suites. And I will be providing care for patients that are interested in just enhancing their life and to really provide them with not only family medicine, but lifestyle medicine and behavioral health.
Right. You're looking to open in January, correct, of 2024?
Yes, we're putting it all together, but we are already allowing patients to contact me so they understand if this is going to be a good thing for them or not.
Perfect. And what inspired you to start your own company? Why branch off and go your own route?
I think the autonomy, right, of making your own decisions, and to me, what is best for the patients. Oftentimes, when we are in a corporate medicine setting, it is very time restrictive. We have to see patients back to back, and it is unfortunately not in the best interest of the patients or the providers. As a physician, it really can take a lot, and I am so passionate about medicine and I really love what I do. So I just needed to make sure that I was doing it in my own way and in the best way that I think is going to be for everybody else.
Yeah. And what are a few services that you can share with us that your place is going to offer?
So it's going to include all primary care, all essential routine physical exams and evaluations, diagnosis and treatment of whatever ailments may be present, chronic care management, which means like someone who already are dealing with, let's say, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease. We are going to be there for them. I am going to be there for them to not only help them treat, but even reverse these chronic conditions with the help of lifestyle medicine.
How do you prioritize creating a positive and comfortable experience for your clients?
I love that question because that's exactly what a lot of people complain about when they go to see their physicians. They are just in and out 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and they don't really get to build that relationship. And I think that that's really the purpose of family medicine, is building a relationship with our patients and making sure that they are not only comfortable, but they are in their most vulnerable state whenever they are either ill or trying to learn a little bit more about what's going on with them. And it's definitely very important to me. And I make sure that they are not only following what their goals are and helping them create every stepping stone to get there. But with all the behavioral interventions too, right? We get to understand the person, we get to understand their beliefs and their ideals, and then we just blend all of that together so we find the best.
Do you feel like you have a more personal touch this way than the traditional way?
Well, the traditional way, I would say that the only limiting thing to me was time, but I still build that relationship with my current patients, and I think that that's the beauty of it, is they get to see that we give it all, even if it's in 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops, that we oftentimes get to spend with them. And actually, I'm the one who runs behind because I spend the extra 10 that someone may need for anything else, right? That wasn't really covered, and they wished it was covered at the moment.
Right. What would you say is the most rewarding part of what you do?
Feeling like you are really helping someone and touching their lives, and actually having them coming back to you and thank you, right? The most rewarding thing is just knowing that you're a positive instrument in somebody else's life. And that's really what we get home with ourselves, right? Even if we have a pile of work and tons of documentations that is extra besides seeing patients face to face, it's so worth it, just because you know that you're making somebody else's life better and their health better.
Right. And how do you envision your new business that you're going to be opening up soon? How do you envision that in the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself and your business in the next 5 years?
So I was just talking to someone about that because it is definitely going to start small, right? I am going to start with just a few families, hoping to get about 50 families on board, and that's about it. But my real goals in the next 5 years is to build a lifestyle center. So it'll be more towards really including everything that someone needs to stay healthy and or even to reverse some chronic illnesses and treat them. And that will be blending fitness, nutrition, and sleep hygiene, and also mental and spiritual health. So this center will include that fitness area. It will include some food area. It will include also the care from the physicians or nurse practitioners that are all aligned in that same direction.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. What would you say are some lessons that you've learned along the way in your career that maybe others can benefit from hearing you kind of speak on them? Maybe some hurdles along the way that, I don't know, you can give some advice to people that are following your same career path.
I think that everyone who goes into medicine goes because they really want to help. And unfortunately, the traditional ways of training is to go towards acute medicine. Someone who's already very ill, needing to go to the hospital, needing to get a surgery. But we are not really putting enough emphasis on preventing all of these issues. So someone who believes and is passionate about the art of medicine and also thinks that, it's not one thing but a whole person that we are trying to take care of, not only the physical aspect, but also the mental, and spiritual aspect. Even professionals, right, themselves, when you follow that kind of pathway in your own way and in your personal life, you get to deliver that to your patients as well. So right. I think that if I can recommend something to anyone who is going into this career is that, yes, love it, work hard, but also make sure you're taking care of yourself. Because if you're not well, you're not going to be able to provide that kind of care to everybody else, which is probably the first reason, again, why you went into this field. Mm-hmm.
Right. And is there anything that maybe we haven't touched on that you'd like to kind of mention, maybe about your business or anything that you'd like to, I don't know, just kind of touch on that we haven't talked about in this list of questions?
Well, I would say that in general, if anyone is really searching for a physician, that don't give up if you didn't find the person that matches your goals or your personality or even your views in life. There's someone out there, right? Just keep searching. It's a difficult time here in Southwest Florida, and unfortunately we are 97 primary care physicians or providers deficient per the population. So
oh wow, really?
yes. So we do need to work hard in general. So I hope that we can continue to get together and unify forces and work so at the level of even the government, right, we can make some changes so people can really get the health care that they need. And that person out there that is still searching for a doctor, I hope I'm a good match for them. I'm welcome to having them on board. We do not get paid by health insurance, so we are not going to be providing that kind of care through health insurance. It'll be more of a concierge boutique service, but I do know that this matches a lot of the people down here that are really hoping for that personalized care and that access to their doctor 24/7 without having to see all kinds of different providers.
And you mentioned taking 50 families, so you are limited for now to 50 families.
Only 50 families I'm going to be taking care of. That's going to be not only part of my goal as, personal care, but to make sure that they have the best quality, the most, plentiful attention that they are paying for. So.
Right. Perfect. So I have these rapid fire questions. These are a little random and fun questions.
Okay.
So no right or wrong answer. If you don't want to answer any of them, you don't have to. So we'll just get started with these rapid fire questions. What digital or software tools do you use daily to make your life easier?
To make my life easier, digital. Well, I use my phone a lot, and I honestly go on social media, and I think that if anything, it'll be my calendar to make my life easier. If I don't write it down, I'll probably forget about it. I don't know that I use anything else. I'm not very techie otherwise. I do go into self-production of my marketing and my website. I actually built my website myself.
Oh, nice.
I did it all myself. and so did my Instagram page. And so I guess I am a little techie.
iPhone or Android?
I have iPhone. Yeah.
If you can only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Wow. If I could only do one thing, it'll probably be sitting by the beach.
Oh, eat one thing.
Oh, eat.
Yeah,
I thought
eat one
do.
thing.
If I could eat one thing, it'll be probably strawberries.
Strawberries?
Yes.
Do you prefer winter or summer?
Summer.
What is your favorite holiday?
Christmas. I know that's
Christmas?
not summer. Yeah.
Do you prefer to relax at the beach or pool?
The beach.
Beach.
But I enjoy both.
Fifth Avenue or Mercado?
Fifth Avenue.
If you can only work 2 hours a week, what would you do in those 2 hours?
Taking care of patients.
A book you'd recommend to read?
I have many books that I love and that I would recommend, but if anything, I would recommend Cien Años de Soledad. That would be 100 Years of Solitude. I also would recommend Siddhartha, which is a very short, very good book. And yeah, those two.
Those two? If you can have lunch with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson. What's your favorite restaurant in Naples?
My favorite restaurant is Mediterráneo.
When you think of the word successful, who comes to mind?
someone who comes to mind that is successful other than myself, right? I would probably think of Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson. If you can choose any other career path, what would it be?
I would have loved to be an artist, like a singer or something like that.
What's been your best investment?
My family.
What's a bad piece of advice you've heard people telling others?
A bad piece of advice is never change.
Love that. Thank you so much for your time today, Sonalis.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
This was fun. Yeah, thank you.